I think we are live. Hello, hello, hello. See, just make sure. Yes, it looks like we are live. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's see, who do we have here? The Art of Today, welcome in, welcome in. If you're pondering, it is so nice to see you. Wow, this is my first live in 7 months, guys. So if you are here, please just say hello and just let me know if you can hear me. Let's see. Haven't caught a live in forever. Yes, it's been a very, very, very long time. Come on in, family. Come on. Come on. I hear those notifications going off. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Come on in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you are catching the replay, thank you. Watch. I know you will enjoy it. Hit that thumbs up and share it. Come on in, family. Come on in. Whew. I cannot believe that this is my first live in 7 months. And I'm so excited because today kicks off Wellness Wednesdays. Yes, so every Wednesday at lunchtime from noon to 1, you guys are going to be hanging out with me and a guest, or Mr. Ugg himself will be coming back. Jeremy will be back with Gardening the Mind. So we're going to have some fun on Wednesdays, y'all. I hope you guys can make it. If you can't, hope you guys catch the replay, but come on in and just spend your lunch break with us, okay? Let's see who we got, Mama J, hi. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Yes, Pure Pondering. I have not been live since right after I came back from Mexico in October. It has been a very, very long time, a very long time. Julia, my friend, thank you so much for coming in. Okay, all right, good. So you guys can see me good. You guys can hear me good. Like I said, y'all, it's been 7 months since I've done this, but we're going to make it a regular thing again. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the first Wellness Wednesday live stream. Thank you guys so much for being here. I wanted to say hello before I go for my walk. Enjoy your walk, Mama J. Hopefully you come back and watch. I got a special guest today, and she's amazing. I love her. She'll be up soon, so come on back when you get a chance, okay? Well, how is everyone doing? It has been, like I said, 7 months, but now that I actually pushed the start button, I'm not as nervous as I was. I was very nervous to come back and do a live stream because it had been so long. I didn't know if anybody would show up, but the right people are always there when they're supposed to be. So all of you that came in, thank you, thank you, thank you. You're right where you're supposed to be, hanging out with me. Oh, I missed you too, Mama J. Pure Pondering. My life has just gotten so overwhelming that I've not been catching hardly anyone. You know what? I understand because I come in, I say hello, I listen, I leave my likes, but sometimes it's really hard to sit down and devote yourself to a live stream. It's just not possible all the time. I completely understand. My other half has been able to move out here, so no more single mom gig. You go. That's awesome. That is awesome. So today I have a special guest, as you can probably see. God's Garden Girl is here, Tanisha O'Shell. You guys have heard me talk about her so many times. I've advertised her products on YouTube. I did a video on Black business and she was featured in it. She came on my 1,000 subscriber live stream. She has her own channel. Some of you are following her here. She is one of my favorite people in the whole wide world, and we've never even met in person, guys. I love me some Tanisha O'Shell. You know, you talk about a spirit, some people you just connect with, you know what I mean? And especially in like this social media age, sometimes you don't even have to meet a person face to face or even talk on the phone to know that that person is genuine or down for you. It's just a vibe, you know, you can just feel the vibe. And Tanisha got a good vibe. A very good vibe. So just want to welcome more people in. Let's see. I've really missed connecting with you and Jeremy. Oh, listen, Jeremy will be back next week, y'all. Garden of Mine is coming back. It's coming back every Wednesday. So make sure you have your lunch block from 12 to 1 set for either me and a guest or Jeremy. And you know his saying. He said, I'm not your therapist. I'm just your friend giving advice from my experience. He's really missed doing Garden of Mine. I've missed talking to you guys too. Let's see. Malone Tane, hello. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for coming in. Now, Julia, you know you my girl. You know you're my girl. All right, so we got Miss Tanisha O'Shell in the basement, and we're gonna bring her up. You guys bear with me for 1 second. Hey, Rambo. Here we go.
All right.
My sister in love.
Hey.
Hello, hello. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful this wonderful Wednesday.
Oh my goodness. And you are looking beautiful.
Thank you. Where the camera is. There you are.
Huh?
Yeah. I was trying to find out where my camera was. You know, you gotta. Right.
Well, I'm just looking at you. I don't even know what my camera is. I just know I'm on the screen.
That works. That works.
That's all I know. So, Tanisha, you are the first guest for my Wellness Wednesdays series. And I'm so honored that you agreed to do this.
I'm so blessed that you asked me. I mean, that is such a great honor. Thank you.
You know, I brag on you all the time.
Number one, girl. Love you. Yes.
I brag on you all the time, every chance I get. But you know how my heart is with you. Yes. And I couldn't think of anybody else on a gardening level, on a spiritual level, anybody else that I would want to kick this show off with, because I feel like you are the embodiment of God and gardening and love and healing, and the people need to see and hear what you got going on.
Yes, let's do it. Let's bless this podcast.
Yes. Guys, so just let me know. I think Tanisha, you're coming in just a little bit low for me.
Okay.
Volume wise, guys, just let me know how the sound is before we get started. You're in the chat. Rambo, thank you. Thank you very much.
I think I have my volume. Let me see.
Rambo says, look at those beautiful skin glowing. Yes, Rambo. You know how all this black girl magic do. Come on now. And also a good ring light.
I don't have a ring light. I need one. I was just saying I need a ring light. Let me see if this.
Okay, so Julia says you're good. So
I'm good on your side. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so I have about 10 questions that I want to talk about, but I just want everybody here to know that this is not a live stream for, what do you call it? We're not trying to preach to you. We are trying to reach you. That is the purpose of Wellness Wednesday. Did I put it okay?
Yes.
Does that sound good, Tanisha?
We're growing.
Yeah, exactly. We are growing. We are growing.
So seeds and growing.
That's right. So I want to start this off with my first question, which is, now I got my notes here now.
Like a game show or something.
No. I just like to be thorough. You know, when I went to college, I majored in journalism.
Okay.
So Jeremy always like gets on me because I'm I'm a much better writer than I am speaker. So I have to get all my thoughts on paper, because if I just spit it out, it'll just be like mumbo jumbo and you won't be able to follow me. So I have to write everything down.
That's right.
5 times to get it the way I want it. I don't know. But my first question is, who is God's Garden Girl? Tell us a little bit about Tanisha O'Shell.
Who is God's Garden Girl? God's Garden Girl is Tanisha O'Shell. One of my favorite hashtags that I've used for years has been Daddy's Favorite Girl.
That's right.
So I guess God's Garden Girl morphed out of that. It really all just has to do with God, period. The God and the healing.
Don't all things?
Phase, right. And this phase and this face of Tanisha O'Shell is God's Garden Girl. You know,
okay.
There have been many faces of her. There have been the voice of beauty, which is still God's voice. So I'll definitely use that. Also, the main doctor. Quick story about that. Let me just tell y'all. Like she said, we're not preaching, but we are teaching.
That's right. Let us have it, sis.
The main doctor, because I was in the hair industry. But actually, the main doctor was a switch on the maze doctor, the M and the N. You know, if you turn that N on the side, it's whatever. So the name actually came from a teaching point that I had when I got locked out in my brother's backyard eating Maryland crabs. That's my favorite food. And I'm eating the crabs out there, and I get locked out. And I said, okay, God, you must want to talk to me. Something must be going on. But I didn't care. I had crabs and a cold beer.
All right now.
He said, remember when you were about 7 years old? Say hi to my plantain baby. Hi, some plantain tincture. When I was 7 years old, and on the back of the cereal boxes, they had mazes. I don't know how old you guys or how young you guys are, but on the back of our cereal boxes, we used to have...
A lady never tells.
Yes. On the back of the cereal box. So, you know, something that...
No, I remember. Mm-hmm.
Right. So I would always do the cereal box, the mazes, and start at the back, at the finish. And I would always go right to the front with no problems. So that's how I got the name, the Maze Doctor, because God told me everything like that from the end. And then life will just draw you right to where you want to be.
I love that.
At the end.
I love that. And see, all this time, I have little quirks like that too, Tanisha, now. Now, probably not as deep as yours now, but I've always been someone to do things backwards like that. And it's just the way I am. Like when I read a magazine, I start from the back, work my way all the way up.
The beginning from the end. Because
when I eat a muffin, I turn it upside down and eat it to the top. I'm just weird like that. You know how you eat a muffin like a chocolate chip or something like that or anything? I turn it upside down and eat the bottom to the top. I've always been like that.
I think you're doing this. What I hear when I see that, what I hear when you say that, it started from the bottom. Now we're here.
What?
Yeah. When I see
Lord, story of my life.
So that's what's happening. That's the manifestation of what's happening with that.
And I love that you can make that connection. It comes so easily for you because you are like truly connected spiritually. I love that. I love that.
Bottom, now we here, baby.
Okay. So, well, you talked to us a little bit about your career as a hairstylist, the hairstylist, a big hairstylist back in the day. Because to me, you're big now, okay, as God's Garden Girl. And then I see on Facebook, when you go back in time and you talk about everything that you've done, you've been achieving for a very long time in several different areas.
Right.
So how did you make that transition from being a hairstylist to being God's Garden Girl?
Well, here's the thing. And that was very strange to me, too, because I couldn't fathom in my wildest dreams that I would never want to pick up another haircutting shear or never teach another haircutting class. And I could care less about that. Mm-hmm. But I was so passionate about it. But when I got the call to leave New York, to leave my salon, to leave that lifestyle or whatever you want to call it, I was like, what am I going to do? What do you mean? You want me
the call from God.
Right. What do you want me to do? And so I remember distinctly the voice saying, and I don't know, some people don't hear a voice, whatever, but the inkling said, go over, had a wall in my salon, where I had all these awards and stuff that I had won, that I had manifested, that I had put on my vision board. Now they were there. And
Right.
go to the wall and look at these awards. So I go over to the wall and I'm like, okay, whose name is on that award? Your name is on the award. So it's not you. It's not the OSPA. It's not the it's you. Wherever you go, the same anointing and attraction goes with you.
That's right.
So I used to be able to say, Google me, as that was I was so excited about that. And now you can say, Google me for the God's Garden Girl. That's amazing.
That's a huge transition.
That's amazing. And the name, like I told you, I probably have told you before, but the name came out of nowhere. I didn't plan on that name. I was just outside doing a video and the name just came out. Hey, everyone, this is Tanisha O'Shell, God's Garden Girl. And
like
she
poetry,
right
straight out the air, poetry from God to you. So when you went on to become God's Garden Girl, how were you perceived by the people that you had around you? Because, a lot of people have more than one passion, but they feel like they have to stay stuck in just one because that's all everyone else knows them to be. And they're afraid to take that leap. What helped you break out of that?
That part was never new. People were used to me. The entrepreneur spirit is there. Like I said, it's not I'm doing this where I am. So that part never freaked anybody out. I mean, it's as if it was always there. There was shock value in this. Because it's me.
That's right.
Me. It's always you. We can all have the same product. We can all give the same service, but it's the individualism that's you.
That's right. Have you been down the shampoo aisle lately?
Have I been down the shampoo aisle lately? I have.
There's about 1 million different products, and everybody's buying one of them at least, right?
Oh, we got 1 million under my sink right now. Shoot. So I used to make hair products and everything. So
so you just stopped doing that completely?
I did, and I don't care anything about it. It's amazing to me. I don't. I
mean,
it's
amazing.
My own hair.
It's amazing.
I don't have any passion for that, and I'm okay with that. And I'm even so okay that if tomorrow I didn't feel like doing gardening anymore, whatever it is, as long as it's fulfilling me, and
you'd be ready for the next chapter.
You always got to be ready to move. Move for. You don't know. I don't know where this thing is morphing. When I started with the gardening, I didn't know that it was going to turn into a healing ministry. I didn't know that it was going to go to the herbal healing side. I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
We're trying to eat. We're trying to grow some food to eat.
Okay, so you are a mom.
I am.
And as a mother, as a caregiver, how do you incorporate your healing and gardening to your family? How do you keep them strong and healthy? And especially in this time of like COVID, and not even just COVID, because COVID is not even the scariest thing out there. Cancer is just running rapid and taking no prisoners. So how do you do your best to keep your family healthy using your products?
At first, that was hard to do. But now that I want to say the world, I'm just going to say the world. I'm going to say the world. Now that the world is seeing the power and the magic of the medicine, the kids run to it now.
Mm-hmm.
For it. When something happens, they come to me. They're like, if they get a cough, they come home. They're like, I told my classmate, I'm going home. My mom has something for me, or the oil, they put it on their bag, or I'll sprinkle some of the herbs, purposely put certain herbs in the food, or the smoothies or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Now I will testify to that oil now. That pain ease oil, I use it. Jeremy use it. Honey, that is some good stuff.
And that's amazing.
That is some good stuff.
And look at that. All I had to do was show up. And this is another one that I'm working on now. This is essential oil. But all I had to do was show up and put what I heard in the jar.
You just listen to that voice inside you and just go with it.
I just listen, and it's probably about May. Is it May? Yeah, it's a year old now, the Painties oil. And
Has it been that long already?
It's been a year, and it's been a fantabulous year. And
time flies when you're moving in purpose, huh?
Testimonies. And I don't work hard. It always, everybody says, oh, you're such a hard worker. I don't work hard at all.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you love it, it doesn't really feel like work. You
No,
know what I mean? It's like when you get out there in that garden, and yeah, you might have been in pain when you got up, but when you get out there, you ain't hurting no more.
do. No, you really would be amazed. The amount of work that I don't do, and that's part of my manifesting. That's how I speak my manifest. That's how I see my things manifesting easily, fun and relaxed. I'm not hustle. That's not on my vision board.
No, we don't need that kind of stress.
Come to me, I like to lay in the bed and watch things pop up on my phone. Like, oh, we have an event. We would like you. Yes. Oh,
love that.
Yes. I just boop, boop, set it up right there and maybe get up around noon. So,
and then not one thing you see pop up on that phone, are you like, man, do I have to do this?
No.
It's not like getting up, going to your 9 to 5. Like, do I have to go in today?
I hated my 9 to 5. I really did. I really did.
I think there are a lot of people out there that feel that way.
It wasn't for me, but it take a great leap of faith.
Miss Tanisha.
Yes.
Now, you are, in my eyes, the garden guru, the herb guru, the flower guru. Like, you got it all going on. What herbs and flowers do you think that every gardener should have growing in their garden right now? Give us like the top 3 that you think every garden, or 5, however many you think we need. What should we definitely have in our gardens?
Okay, well, I brought a couple of samples. Well, obviously, this plantain I've been shaking, and this is something natural that is actually, they call a weed, but we know a weed is just anything that you didn't plant that shows up in your yard.
Exactly.
But the weeds have medicine, but the plantain
yes, they do.
Favorites here. This is it fresh from the garden. I picked some fresh just before I came on. That's why I was about 3 minutes late. And this is the plantain. I am loving this. I mean, anytime I get a bite outside when I'm in the garden, my goddaughter's here. She fell and hit her little head. And, scraped up her head. So I put some of that on there. Took the swelling down. Also accelerates the wound healing.
Now, what is that again?
Plantain.
Plantain. Okay.
Comes in broad leaf, thin leaf. There are about 5 different types. Yeah, that's what.
Now that's one that I don't have. So you know what? Let me get a pen and paper.
Yeah.
I hope y'all got your pen and paper too, baby.
And actually,
plantain, and not the banana, y'all.
No, not the banana. They have the same name, but I actually brought some. I haven't planted it yet. Because this grows outside my house wild, so it's plentiful outside. But I brought some from I don't know if this is okay. Can I put them up there? What, Kiki?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Yeah. So I brought. They have a version of it.
I should have my glasses on, child.
Okay. You got the video, so
beautiful.
I'm gonna try this purple version of it. But yeah, so this is one of my favorites now, plantain. Also, which is very free, is dandelion.
Amen.
I know you guys have seen that they're selling the dandelion leaves now for $2.99 a bunch. I mean,
I just had Sky and AJ outside with their baskets picking them for me.
Okay.
I just bottled a whole bunch of it up.
Right. So definitely dandelions, definitely these plantains. And she's so cute too. So she got another bite. She came up and she's like, well, that's like she wants me to put the herbs on there. Okay, let's put the herbs on there.
Oh, and the sweetie pie.
This herb actually, also my son, who plays football, you can see it has a little bit of stretch to it. My son plays football. I see all the people in the comments. Hey.
Hello, everyone in the comments. We will be taking questions shortly, but we're gonna just chat for a while, okay? We will be in the comments shortly. Thank you guys for coming in. Hit that thumbs up.
And sometimes on the back of the ankle, they rub against the cleat, his chin. What is this called? The ankle.
Okay.
So he will put this. I have him put this in there as a padding. It's also
now, is that only for topical?
Oh no, this is a tincture right here. Okay, you can eat this as a spinach. You can just eat this. I mean, I personally love the way it tastes, but some people don't. But you can eat this.
Isn't that the beautiful thing about gardening? Especially when you're not using all those pesticides and sprays and stuff. You can just go out there and just nibble.
Take some medicine, y'all. Let's take some medicine. And then here's another one that I
The
like
medicine, that's right.
to nibble on.
You better serve. Come on now.
Serve that burdock leaf, baby.
Serve it, honey.
Serving burdock leaf today. This is a burdock leaf, guys. This is a burdock baby here. Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. Put that one to the side for me.
Just put this baby to the side for you. The burdock.
You know I'm coming.
And
I got a whole list for you.
Beautiful burdock leaves, almost like elephant leaves. This one is drying out now, but you can see how huge it is.
Okay.
So definitely we'll use this with medicine. This is one of my favorite. I'm loving this little fan action. This is one of my favorite go-tos right here. It's a great blood cleanser. Cleanses the kidney. It works for diabetes. It's just an all-around cleanser and purifier. It also helps jumpstart your metabolism because it is a bitter.
So
ding, 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 ding.
You had me at metabolism.
Yep, blood pressure as well.
Okay.
So this is a wonderful baby. Those two. Also, another one of my favorites. Kiki, you've seen some of this coming up lately. You've been blessed with this.
Is that the mullein?
That is. That's right.
You know, I keep seeing it all over my garden now. And I want to pick it up. I want to dig it up and move it somewhere else because I don't want it mixing in with too much of the weeds and stuff like that. I want to have it in a specific spot.
And you can do that. You can surely dig it up and move it. This is in a pot. This Beautiful. Is from some baby seedlings. There may be a couple in here. It's doing really good. So this will for the first year, you'll just get these big old beautiful leaves.
Mm-hmm.
An excellent plant for any type of let me get back in there. Any type of issues, breathing issues.
Okay.
Wonderful coughs, colds, COPD.
Now is that one of those smoking plants?
Yes, this is definitely a smoking plant. You can definitely smoke mullein. I do it all the time.
Okay, so y'all got y'all list, right? We got mullein, we got burdock root, and we got plantain. So I took notes. I hope y'all did too.
Yeah, and you just want to dry it out when you do it, when you use it for that. But an excellent for a tea, if you're having any type of congestion or anything, guys, this is the baby for you, the mullein. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And so it'll take 2 years. This is the flower. You'll get the flowers or the leaves. These are the leaves. But in the second year, you'll get a big, tall stalk with there'll be flowers on it.
Now, are the flowers edible too?
The flowers are edible. The flowers are edible and medicinal as well. Okay. So that is that baby. Okay, so that's 2 of them. 3. What do we do? We on 3. What we coming with 3? 3. This is the third baby, right? This is the third baby. Is this the third baby? Are we on number 3?
I got it.
How many have we done? 3?
We've done 3, yeah.
Okay. So then we're good. Well, I will show you this last.
No. Keep on going. Show us what you got.
I will show you this last baby here. Now she is I feel
beautiful like variegation on that plant.
I want to play games now. Let's see what we can somebody what this is. And we'll come back to that and maybe we'll get some.
You want to see if we can have anybody guess what that plant is in the chat?
Yep.
Let's see.
Let's do that.
Farming in the City with Stacy. Hello, sister. Thank you for being here. Ricky, hello.
Somebody can give me the correct name of this. I will get you a cutting of it. How about that? Get you a little baby.
That's a beautiful one right there.
Yeah. And I mean, there's so many different. I love them all, you know. I just love them all. They all have their own beautiful place and space and time. Oh, somebody is on it already. Roots and shoots and garden boots.
What'd
Huh?
you say?
Garden
Variegated oregano.
roots and shoots.
All right now.
Shoots. Woolly oregano. No, roots and shoots got it. Sour plant. Sour sop. I wish it was a sour sop. I
I would
sour
love to be able to grow sour sop here.
I got some seeds from St. Thomas last year, actually a year ago today. And
What?
I haven't been able to get them to germinate yet. So I wish I had them. But congratulations to Roots in
Root
the
shoots and garden boots. Don't you just love that name too?
yeah, I'm trying to look for it so I can get it right. Well, Roots, Shoots, and Garden Boots. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So you are the winner. So make sure that we get her your information, Roots Toots, so I can send you out.
Can I have one of the moderators please put my email in the urbangirlgardening@gmail.com. Root shoots and garden boots, please email me, okay? We're going to get you going.
Garden Boots. Sure.
All right.
Okay.
So that is a beautiful plant. I need to add that to my list. Variegated. I love all things variegated.
I know, and it grows so beautiful now. I pulled that one out because it's in a pot. Do I have the attention for that? But
Now, is the flavor any different than regular oregano?
It's stronger.
Ooh.
It is stronger. So you would definitely need less of it, especially when you're cooking. But
I see the leaves are a lot bigger.
Yeah, this is small. They're gonna get huge. Baby needs a little water. I want to bring this one. I have one outside. I mean, these things are massive, massive. You can't even see the wingspan that it's gonna have when it's gonna. And I use this particular version in my smudge wands too. When I do my smudge wands, because it's such a powerful oregano aroma or oil, that volatile oil. But any oregano that you regular cooking oregano that you have in your kitchen, it's very, very, very powerful. Okay, and then look, it could be used as an antibiotic, anti-inflammatory, antifungal, antioxidant, also pain relief, gut relief, yeast infection, cholesterol, cancer fighting, weight loss. So many different benefits, and that's just some of them come from the
so many plants that we have around us. Just they're good for so many different things all in one. You really don't have to look that far.
She needs some water. It's depressing me that she's depressed. Oh, we're gonna get you some water as soon as we get off.
I love that variegation. It's beautiful.
Beautiful.
It is. It reminds me of pineapple mint. They're in the same family, but it has that same outside variegation like pineapple mint does.
And it feels
I think it's a little prettier.
Fuzzy, but it gets huge. It gets huge. I'll put pictures of it.
Now, Miss Tanisha O'Shell, you have a mobile healing service?
I am the mobile here, like Jay-Z.
All right now.
Business. I am the business.
The mobile healer. Tell us a little bit about that.
So, I mean, I never really plan these things. They just happen. And I don't know, somehow I wrote that on my mirror in my bathroom one day.
The power of manifestation.
Mobile healer. And then I went to an event, maybe 2 years now, or a year, I don't know, 2 years maybe, where I was the MC, and one of the ladies there was a brander. That was her business, branding. And she was saying how people need to have that tagline, some 15-minute pop line or something she called it. Like it would be like the money maker, or the money, or the healing heart, or that would be like your tag name, right?
Yeah.
So I thought that
like a quick identifier, something like that.
Right. So I thought I had that with the voice of beauty. And so I said, well, maybe that's it. She said, no, it should be something, with the. So I said, okay, whatever. So I get home and I look in the mirror and there it is, the mobile healer. And I call her up and I'm like, listen, I think I have it. I think I have it. This was before COVID hit. And I said, it's the mobile healing. She's like, well, it doesn't really say wealth. It doesn't really say, it's not really. This was before COVID when we weren't.
So it wasn't, you were ahead of your time with that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then COVID hit.
Mm.
I went to that was in 2020 because I remember I kept saying on stage, this is Barbara Walters, and welcome to 2020. I remember that. I kept saying that. That was like my fun line. So that was in 2020 and in January, and in 2020 in March, right? That's when COVID broke out.
Yeah.
So the mobile healer was necessary and pertinent and on time. And
Mm-hmm.
so wherever I am, we're going to get some healing done. Or wherever I am, I'm here right now. I'm not physically with you, like you said.
Right.
We haven't met in person, but I'm still giving the mobile healing, right? So I just work with that, the mobile healer.
So, what kind of services do you provide as a mobile healer?
Well, that looks like a lot of different things. I mean, that
Mm-hmm.
like
Some examples.
right, that could look like a session in the garden,
Mm.
with someone. That could look
Mm-hmm.
a face-to-face video like this. That could look like a meditation where
Okay.
like
So
that.
we're talking physical and spiritual.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Even when I was in the hairdressing business, that was my thing. When I wasn't just doing your hair. No, it was your head. The whole crown is being done. I made sure that all my stylists, when we shampooed you, you felt like you were in heaven.
All right.
That was the purpose.
They don't do you like that no more now.
They weren't like that.
Quick, let's get you over.
They weren't doing it like that either. But I was adamant about that. That I wanted to leave there feeling like I worked you. Oh, you know how you get, ooh, girl, you need a cigarette after you leave there. That's not perfect. You had such a spiritual and sensual experience that you left.
I love that.
Healed.
I love that.
And that's how
I might have to come down to Georgia and pull you out of retirement and give me one of the mobile healing shampoos now. I love a good scalp rub.
It doesn't even have to be that. It could just be on the shoulder. I don't have to go into the scalp.
Come on now.
When I have my birthday party, especially when I start to have a little wine, say a little like la la, bala boom, bala bing. And I really like to give my massages. Like the whole party got massages.
Yeah, people underestimate the power of touch. That people aren't people anymore, but we're all connected, and that it's not about sex. It's not about being raunchy. It's about just love and relaxation and letting someone know that you're here for them.
Right.
It's just that little, how you doing? Or that nice deep hug. You know what I'm saying? But people don't want to be like that no more.
No. And then
social media got us all antisocial these days.
Right. Yeah. It took me a while to get used to that now because I'm a 20-second hugger, but I'm back on it now. And so what I do now is I just, I say, listen, Tanisha, you're gonna do one. Everybody that comes, I have to. Okay, so I'll be like, okay, you're the lucky one. Come on, bring it in. Somebody's getting a 20-second hug today. You know what I mean?
I love a good hug.
Oh my God, yes.
A good handshake, a good hug. I love it all.
There's so much healing in that.
As long as you smell good, we all right.
Right. Right.
So, what is God's role in God's gardening girl? How, you spoke a little bit about it, but how do you every day wake up and feel and hear when he's speaking to you to go on to your next venture, your next idea, how do you know when it's God?
I know when it's God because I move. That's how I know it's God. Like I said, I'm not in the hustle and bustle. You would be very, very surprised about the amount of work that I do. But when I am wise enough to know through my journey in life that when I get an inkling to do something, do it. Because I hate paperwork. I don't like that stuff. But when I get an inkling to say, make this call, and I make that call, it just opens up a world of things. So I work on inspired action. Just like when I made that oil. I didn't plan on making that oil. I was packed up for the night, ready to do the event for the next day. And I hear the voice say, make this pain oil. Okay. And this is what you need to put in it. So I get up and I do it. Now, I'm going to be honest with everybody on this live here that first day when I went out there, I had no idea what was going to happen. Because to my understanding, when you make these oils, they need to marinate for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. I did not do that. I wasn't instructed to do that. I was just instructed to put the oil together the night before.
Oh.
And so I go to the event and I give the sample, which is what I do. You take a little sample, a little drop, and put it on you wherever you have the pain.
Right.
And then they just started coming back. So now I have to put on this face like I'm not more surprised than they are. But
you got to straighten up real quick, like, "Ooh, I told you it was good now."
Inside, I'm like, look at this. So when
I have my muscle pain, Tanisha, I grab that oil.
I believe
you won't catch me grabbing no Bengay or nothing like that. I grab that oil, I rub it in my legs, I rub it in Jeremy's lower back and massage it with him. And it just, it really does work so well. That oil was anointed. Okay.
And you want to know how God works into the business? That's how he works in it. I just you say yes, okay. I just show up. I just show up and do what I'm supposed to do. I feel so blessed to be that conduit. I feel so blessed to be that conduit because that for me makes me successful. I feel successful. You know, when people say it worked, when I hear you say Jeremy use it, we use it, it worked. When when people are like, I couldn't move my neck, and now that for me that's a success. I may not make $1 million last year, because I ain't gonna say this year because we moving. Things are moving. We calling things in. We calling things in right now. But the fact that people are actually being healed by it, and that it's coming through me, and that people are actually being healed through your broadcast, Kiki, and your teachings, and they're learning, and it's coming through you. You're just the conduit. It's all coming through you. So just go ahead and let it come through you.
You gotta let it. You gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta just let it flow.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
So we all know the world has been shaken up terribly, the last couple of years. There have been terrible losses in life. I know outside of that, though, you just experienced a terrible loss, and my condolences. Again, the loss of your husband.
Thank you so much.
And Jeremy just lost his mom, I think, a couple of weeks after you had your loss. And what I watched, as I saw you continue to go on, was this strength that when Jeremy lost his mom, you were such an example for me to keep going, because I saw how you had strength like I had never seen. You still do. You just added to the many ways that I admire you. And for other people who are working on building themselves up and building businesses, but still experiencing such tremendous loss, what do you say to them to inspire them, to keep them going, to keep them moving, to keep them faithful?
What helps me tremendously is the knowledge that, husband and I, we were very, very close. We, in my opinion, back then, when he was alive, we were one.
Right.
But when he passed, then we really became one. So we were kind of separated by the body, but still very close, But when he passed on, we really became one. So it's kind of like I'm like double trouble now. I got him and I got me.
Did you say double trouble now?
Trouble, baby, double trouble. Ooh. So it strengthened me. But don't get me wrong now. I have my days and all of that and moments, and they come out of nowhere. Yeah. I know they have to come. I know that things have to come up in order to come out.
Right.
Okay, they have to come up, and say that one more time. They have to come up in order to come out. Come up in order to come out. So don't, suppress your feelings or anything like that. And at the same time, we have to move on. Life still goes on. It's been 14 weeks now. And I just can't believe that this is my life. And every day I have an eye blinking moment. Like, say, what now? What's happening?
Yeah.
But again, I got that word from God. You are abounding. You are abounding in everything around us. Every person, place, or thing around us is not permanent. None of it is permanent. You know, so it's important that we cherish the relationships that we have now, you know, because we all have to make that transaction or transition.
Transition, yeah.
Or transaction, because you're exchanging this.
You leaving from the physical to the metaphysical. Yeah.
So that's how I got over it, guys. I mean, it's not, but I did understand the power of my personality. Of when I say my personality, I mean the voice of beauty or God's garden girl or those personalities that I have. That I was transparent with everyone, because I knew that there were other people that were looking, that had gone through, that had lost. I mean, I have so many friends that have lost their husbands recently. So they were all looking for that support. Like you said, it helped you out. I knew that. I knew that I had to be front and center with it, you know, because so many people care so much about me. And even when you were saying, you know, talking about it, now I could see the hurt and concern that you had for me. So I knew that I knew that
Tanisha, when I say that I feel you as my sister, I have never met you a day in my life. You physical.
Right.
But you and I have a connection. And one day we will meet one way or another. But you are my sister.
Okay.
In the days that I did not contact you after your loss, I was praying for you. I was talking to Jeremy and we were praying for you. And we were always thinking about you.
And I knew that. And the love and support that I got, that again showed me how successful I am. Because it showed me all the love that I was getting out and support I was getting right back.
That's right.
Every hug, every tear, every prayer, I appreciated them. I needed them. And we're all in this together, you know. That's part of life. Even in the garden, everything doesn't survive.
That's right.
So that. So, but
I got to beat with some peas out there right now.
Right now, girl, we still got sow more seeds. Succession planting.
That's right.
Today, succession planting, guys. Don't just plant once, right? Keep going. And I'm still young, you know. I don't know what life God has in store for me for this next phase of my life. But that's cycle with my husband. I don't take anything from it. I'm blessed by it. I'm enriched by it. I miss my best friend deeply. But I understand that this is life.
Wow.
Farmer in the city says
I don't know where to go from here. Just bring it back in a little bit. Yeah. How y'all doing in the chat?
How are we doing in the chat? Let's see.
How are we doing?
I think you got about 10 more minutes.
Yeah.
Take care, everyone.
So, okay. On a lighter note.
Yes.
How do you feel about having your business? Okay, so your business back then, we didn't have social media when you were the voice of beauty. We didn't have social media. We didn't have Instagram, Facebook, and all that, but you still were successful. Now you're God's garden girl. Again, you are successful, but in a different age. Do you think that you would have that same success without social media? Do you think that word of mouth is as powerful today without social media, or do you think that you need that to build your brand and your business now? Do they need to go together to coincide?
Well, I have a two-part answer to that, I guess. From a business point of view, I say social media is very necessary and needed and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
From a personal point of view, I suck at social media. I'm not good at it. Like I should be posting. I don't know. I'm stuck at it. Okay. And it's still happening. So
this is what, a little over a decade now that Facebook has been out, maybe 10 years.
That's a full-time job.
Oh, it definitely is.
So the word of mouth is always, I mean, look at Jesus. I mean, how did he get all that? That was word of mouth. when you got something good, they come for you. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna come to you. Your people are
All
gonna
he
come
did
to
was
you.
stand on that mountain.
That's it. Nah, right. I
That's
mean,
right.
this Saturday is a prime example. Now, I've been doing this event for a year. I told you the oil's a year old, and
Mm-hmm.
we started back up in April. And so this last weekend, yesterday or whatever, Saturday, I had the booth, and most of the customers that came there were referrals. Now that's the first time they were all like, "Oh, I heard such and such," and I
The
said,
word of
"Look at
mouth will always be number one.
right."
Always.
And a product that works, something that you
Yeah.
stand
Well,
behind.
yeah. Yeah. It got to do what it do.
Right, that part too.
Yeah.
So,
So
yes.
my last question: what advice would you give to other individuals who are looking to create a business or start a business in the same field? Like right now, I'm studying plant-based medicine,
Oh, I
but
love
I'm doing it because I love it.
it. Right.
You know what I mean? So that's what I'm doing right now. Now, am I doing it to have a business? No, I just really want to learn and know what I'm talking about, but I won't say no.
That's
You know what I mean? So
right.
what
Whatever.
advice do you have for someone who has a passion, is living in that passion, and may want to take it to the next level?
I say just do it. Just do it. I mean, right where you are, just start where you are. I mean, just do your research. Part of that whole maze doctor thing was not just starting at the end, but thinking from the end,
Mm-hmm.
being that now. I mean, your passion should make money for you. There's no reason that you should study that, and it's going to. That's just the natural trends.
That's it. I ain't gonna say no now.
That's the of it. Don't just say no, not no. Say yes and more.
Yes.
Say yes and more. Welcome all of that stuff in there, because nothing that we do all our life, it all cumulates. It's all cumulative,
Mm-hmm.
right? You might not have gotten 4 years in school, but you got 4 years of life experience
That's
out there
right.
and using the herbs and all of that stuff. That's priceless information.
All right. Well,
That's
thank you for being here. Can we keep you for about 5 more minutes and take a few questions from
yes, we
the
can.
live?
So I see some stuff down here. Yeah, okay.
And say hello, LP. Nice to see you. G Mama, hello. They call me Sunshine. Precious SoCal Gardener. Thank you guys for coming in. You guys have any questions for God's Garden Girl? Go ahead and add them to the chat.
I'm
Okay.
reading Sunshine. She said
What
this is so
kind of oil do you have for fibromyalgia?
the pain ease oil. The pain ease oil, the very oil we were talking about.
Yes, oh my gosh. That stuff is, oh,
Somebody using in their migraines. I said, now your migraines? The lady was having migraines. Her migraines were healed. Migraines, stomach cramps, menstrual cramps, back spasms, muscle spasms, any type of neck pricks.
mm-hmm.
All of that stuff. I've been listening while helping patients. I know that's right. Helping and healing patients, pure pondering. And that touch, like if you fall down and you hurt your arm, the first thing you do is you start
You
rubbing
touch
it.
it. You put your hand on it.
It's so
That's
much
right.
power in that, and they're healing.
Okay, so Urban Gardening Chronicles says, what can I take for chronic sinus infection, colds?
Chronic sinus infection and colds. Definitely, this mullein is going to be a great, great help for you. And this oregano. Both of these two plants that we talked about today would be great for those issues. Mm-hmm.
And I want to add to that, one thing that I always use when I make like concoctions for colds and stuff like that for my family is hyssop.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hyssop is one. And recently, through my studies, I have discovered that creeping Charlie is also an expectorant. You know, that bindweed that we see in our garden with those little purple flowers,
Yep.
that is actually an expectorant. So it works like how Robitussin,
Right.
what that is. but it's natural. It's right there in your yards, and you can dry it up. You can drink it as tea, and yeah, God gives us everything we need right in nature, all around us.
So many. So I mean, it's an endless supply of healing growing right out the earth.
Yeah.
You know, it's another one. I mean, echinacea. We've all heard. There you go. Echinacea. We've all heard of that. And this comes back every year. This is a great medicinal. I mean, there's millions of them. You know, I pulled a
Yeah,
couple.
someone said cherry bark.
Mm-hmm. Cherry
That's
bark.
one I hadn't heard of.
Yes, cherry bark is good. Slippery elm is excellent for removing mucus. It's just a whole lot of them. There really is. And uh one plant just does so much. You know, even one plant.
Root
As a,
Shoot and Garter Boot says, I need something for my daughter, severe monthly stomach cramps.
oh yes,
So I'll
Vitex.
let you go first. I have a blend that I use that has helped me for a very long time.
There's so many of them, like I said, but I'm gonna just mention one herb. You know,
Mhm.
I have a mix for womb care, but this is definitely in it. But this is one of the great trees and herbs and barks. Where is it? Cramp leaf, cramp bark,
There
two,
you go.
Vitex leaf, and Vitex flower. Go ahead, can you tell what do you have?
I actually do have a video on the benefits, but I use marigolds
Yes,
and raspberry leaf. You
raspberry leaf.
have a raspberry plant, you
Hmm.
can use those leaves.
That's right.
Um, the marigolds that you have growing around you, they have
Hmm.
chemical compounds that help treat severe menstrual pain. Gosh, there's so many.
There really are.
There's
But those the big
so many. But
ones.
yeah, Tanisha, we are almost out of time. I can't believe this hour went by so
Out
fast.
fast. What I tell you? I told you that
Oh
last
my
night.
goodness. I
Mwah.
am so grateful to you for doing this. Thank you for coming.
Take
I
it.
can't tell you how much I love you because I don't have the words. But all I can say is I love you.
I love you.
And thank you so much for being my first guest for Wellness Wednesday.
Yay, yay. Thank you
And
for
I will
having
talk to you soon as
I
I sign off.
you. I love you. As soon as you sign up, I'm gonna go take my auntie to the but go ahead, do what you gotta do. I'll be in the car. Take my auntie to her doctor's appointment. But thank you for having me. Thank you for letting me be the first one. It was an honor. It was a pleasure. I speak much abundance to you, and I see that's already happening. I mean, I've been speaking that, but
Thank
it's
you.
happening. It's happening. So embrace it. I pray that you have the strength for the harvest. I pray that you have the strength for
Whew,
the harvest. All
I'm
right.
ready.
Tanisha, Garden
Take
Girl,
care.
me at godgardengirl.com.
Yes, I will leave all your information in the description box of this video.
Yes, 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 yes. All right. Bye, everyone.
Yeah,
Thank
thank you.
you. Shoots and garden boots. You already know we
Yes,
got.
Root Shoes and Garden Boots. Make sure you email me.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
I'll send her your information.
Okay. Bye. So how do I do? I just click out, or you click us out, or
Yeah, just hit end.
oh, leave. Okay, okay.
Bye. All right. Did you guys enjoy God's Garden Girl? So I'm going to wrap up real quick because it's only an hour, y'all. I'm not going to keep y'all. So this is our new series, Wellness Wednesdays. Every Wednesday from noon to 1 p.m. I will be here. I'll have a guest on some Wednesdays, and Jeremy will be back with Gardening the Mind. I know we used to have so much fun doing Gardening the Mind, and you guys really love Jeremy, and he loves the UGG fam as well. So make sure you guys have lunch with us every Wednesday from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. And real quick, I'm just going to run through the chat and say hello and thank you guys because I was not able to. Big Mama's Garden, thank you so much for being here. LP, Garden State Gardener. Let's see. Julia, thank you so much for coming in. They call me Sunshine. Thank you. Pure Pondering. My sister was here. Stacy, thank you for being a moderator here. I appreciate you. Oh, gosh. Everyone that was here, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. And I hope to see you all again next Wednesday at noon. Jeremy will be here with Gardening the Mind. And I love you guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.